Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Today we're here to talk about making Cuprium parts and Cuprium gear components. For those of you who are using the factory and you find yourself needing those two pretty important products. So I'm not going to waste time. Let's just jump into it. This is not too educational. We're just going to talk about what you need to make and how to make it and how to modify the factory to do so. So the factory is not really set up with this in mind, but we can do it. So you got to follow along and make sure you do all your steps correctly, okay? So the first thing we need to do is come up here to Refinery Row, and we're going to use these middle two refineries because we need just Cuprium to do the parts, the Cuprium parts, right? And we technically have two free lines of Cuprium, so we're going to use just two of them. So what you'll do is you'll get this protocol stash. See where it's at? It's the middle two refining units, their protocol stash, and you're going to turn this backwards. It's a little bootleg, but just do it, all right? Then you'll direct your output of Cuprium. Hey, come here. Up into the protocol stash. So you're going to bypass the shredding units, all right? So that gives us two lines of Cuprium to use. So that's about 60 a minute, okay? 30 a minute each. Now, you have to do this too. We have to keep our powder balance because you don't want to run out of Cuprium powder. You need to remove one line of Cuprium powder from each crucible. So just take the two in the middle because they're the easiest to see and put back on. So turn that off and turn that off. So turn off two of them, leave the other four running. The crucibles will keep working. They will balance themselves out. This one will show a red. Don't worry about it. But you have to do it this way, one on each side, or it'll get messed up. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is you can use the unloader if you want, but I'm going to use the pack here. So we're going to make two lines because if you're making parts, you want to make this fast and get back to making Hetonite, or you just want to make it fast. So this is what we'll do. So we already have a pylon here. We already have a pylon here, so we don't need more pylons. We'll just do something really simple. So we'll do this. We'll put a fitting unit down because that's what it uses, right? So if you want to see how to make it, you go. Actually, no. This is how you make it. It's pretty simple. You just need a fitting unit and Cuprium. So we'll set the output port on the pack to Cuprium, connect the belt, and then connect the fitting unit into the pack, just like that. To do two, even simpler. Well, not even simpler. You just do it again. All right. You just set this to Cuprium, connect, and connect in like that, right? So that's how you do that. Might have to go back because there's not enough space right here for two lines, but that's okay. So you got your Cuprium parts being made. You're like, hell yeah, brother. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother. But now you want to make gear components. How do you make gear components? All right, gear components. We'll go in for this one because this one's not as simple. I mean, it is, but it's not as simple. So if you go into the watch thing he's wearing or your Endman is wearing, go to database, item files, AIC products. Okay, so here you'll see Cuprium component. So we click on that and we pin it, but we can see that it needs a Cuprium part. Actually, let me go back. It's easy to see here. A Cuprium part and a Shearonite. And those are pretty easy. We're already making extra Shearonite. You have 30-minute extra if you're not making the extra SC batteries I showed you. Which if you are, you can't do that right now unless you have extra Shearonite. And then it needs Cuprium parts. Okay? So, to make that, we'll assume, let's say you want this to keep running. You want this to run while you do this. That's possible. So if you don't need more Hetonite or Cuprium parts, if you do not need more, you can just take this down. But regardless, we will set it up down here. So we'll put an unloader and an unloader because we know we need Cuprium parts and we know we need Shearonite, right? I'm breaking this down into a different chunk so you don't have to run this together, but you can if you want to. Then a gearing unit. We put the gearing unit down. No, we don't have power this time, so we need to put a power pylon down, like that. Set your unloaders, so one of them will be set to Shearonite, and one of them will be set to Cuprium parts. Like that, okay? Then you just connect. Connect them in, like that. And here we'll do this. Then you'll route it to a pack port. So normally I'd say use up here, but as you can see, those are currently occupied. So we'll just run it back here to the back ports. right? And you let it run. It will make 3 a minute. Yes, because the belts are moving at one item every 2 seconds, and it needs 10 of each within 10 seconds. So you need 2 belts. And you don't have enough shearonite to support that. If you have excess shearonite you're willing to burn, you can do that, and you can run 2 more depot unloaders, one for a shearonite, one for a Cuprium part, and run it in. But that's what you do. You let it run. You just let it run, and you should be neutral um, in your product. You should not go over, and that's how you make it. So you can tear it down. If you want to incorporate the both products, we'll do this. I'll show you how to do that. Like if you don't want to use a depot loader and you want to pull them straight from the fitting units, this is what you do. So we have the products already, right? We'll arrange this more like this. So put that fitting unit in front, that in front of its port, that fitting unit in front of its port. Set this gearing unit right here. So you want this port to be free. You want these two like that. So set this third port to shearonite. Okay, you can put that in, run that in like that. Now, there's no point in having both of them go in. It's you just don't have enough shearonite coming out. So run this one backwards into the pack like that. So you can keep making Cuprium parts. Then you just run the output into the pack. So then you're still making about 3 a minute, right? If you really want to make it at 6 a minute, put like an unloader here. Change it to shearonite. And run it up and in, okay? I guess you could technically bring this over somehow, but that's how you do it. You could actually run it across and down, and you'd connect this one back in as well, like to over here. So it actually looks something more like this. Like that, right? So that's how you do that. Oh, that's not going anywhere. So that's how you do that. Run it till you need it, then tear it down and activate your stuff back. So when you're done with this, you're like, okay, so now I made enough stuff. I'm like, good job. So tear this all down. If you need to get stuff under a pipe like this, when you're in batch bulk action, click simple view and you can go underneath and get it. All right. I'm going to take down this extra pylon and this extra unloader. So once you're done, make sure you have to revert the base back. Revert the base back. So we're going to go in reverse order. So you turn on your 2 unloaders for Cuprium Powder, on and on. And then you come up here and you turn this back around. Where is it? This shredding unit. Or I'm sorry, this protocol stash. Turn it back around and reconnect your refining units to their proper shredding units. Okay? That's how you revert it back. That's how you get your extra 1.5 Hetonite again. Alright, so that's it. That's it for Cuprium. That's how you keep your stuff balanced without it going out of whack. If you got questions, let me know.